Hi guys, how you doing? It's Dom. Very exciting episode of Monday Night Raw to get through. Lots and lots of stuff. We're going to breeze through this one just because I'm having a very, very busy day. But it was an absolutely fantastic Raw from what I have seen. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Let's recap it after this. All right, once again, hope you're all celebrating the Wyatt Sicks in-ring debut. Technically, that happened last night on Raw. WWE is absolutely smoking as we head into SummerSlam. I love the Gunther interactions with Damian Priest. I love the Liv, Rhea, Dom storyline. I think it's great. I think WWE is on fire. I just wanted to say that before we go into this stuff. So, first off, we had a tape delivered to the Pat McAfee show. So I think it was a really clever way of doing it because, of course, we'd seen repeatedly the tapes delivered from Nikki Cross or Abby the Witch to Michael Cole. So I think this is a nice way to sort of mix it up a little bit. So the tape was delivered to Pat McAfee and then, of course, sent over to Raw where it was played. Of course, we then got a beautiful, emotional Erick Rowan interview. Some lovely moments in this where he's talking about, you know, who would remember me? I'm just Rowan. Again, sort of going through this idea that, Erick Rowan is forgotten. The Wyatt Sicks are forgotten. I really enjoyed this. I think it was a great spotlight for Rowan as well. Beautiful moments for him to sort of get this spotlight on him. To talk about his loss and talk about the loss of both Brody Lee and Bray Wyatt and how that affected him emotionally. You know, I thought that was, once again, a fantastic spotlight for Rowan, who I often thought, and for years I've thought he deserves. I think he's a great, great talent. Amazing beard, but that's not the point. The point is, of course, that he is a great talent. I thought his mic chops were shown in his time with Daniel Bryan after he left the Wyatt family. I do think he is a great talent. I do think he deserves more, and now he seems to be getting that. There was, of course, some Instagram social media posts promoting the interview by Rowan where he posted the sheep's mask. We did see him get that sheep's mask, the original OG sheep's mask from the Wyatt family during the course of this. And he went from sort of lamenting the loss of Bray and Brody Lee to being excited about the future, and the idea of hope comes into play, which of course we saw last night in the social media posts. Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy giving the Wyatt Sicks members, including Rowan, some hope through this interview, you know, after a great loss, experiencing that loss, but then coming out of it, using it as motivation, using it to inspire himself, using it to inspire the group, the family, the new family. Family was referenced a lot in this. The new family, the Wyatt Sicks. Rowan wants to inspire them. He wants to inspire others in the same way that he was inspired by Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas in this, the new family. So I thought that was a beautiful moment. That isn't all, of course. We also got Bo Dallas coming out for the first time on television for a very long, long time. I thought that was really, really cool. He looks great. Just going to put this in here because I actually didn't get this prepared, which I should have done. There you go. Professional. Bo Dallas on TV. There we are. So he was there. He did come out in the Wyatt Sicks t-shirt. So no kind of bells and whistles here. No intro, no music. Just Bo Dallas again sort of stripping everything back, which I think is the intention here. We are potentially getting a Wyatt Sicks versus the new Alpha Academy at SummerSlam. Potentially an Uncle Howdy versus Chad Gable, which I would like to see, or a Bo Dallas versus Chad Gable. But it feels like the spotlight, certainly after today or after Raw, is on Erick Rowan, is on the other members of the Wyatt Sicks, and Bo is there as a facilitator. He is there to facilitate the growth of the Wyatt Sicks and its members. And I think this was really, really well done. Of course, Bo getting beaten down, laughing at Chad Gable, saying, "There you are," to Chad Gable, as Chad Gable got increasingly more angry. Again, bringing out the worst of people, showing, not necessarily the worst, actually showing them who they really are. Bo Dallas here allowing Chad Gable and his new faction made up of the Creed brothers to beat him down, to reveal, of course, Chad Gable's true self, the true self, the real self, the not lying anymore. I think that's, of course, a great theme of the Wyatt Sixes, the trying to get rid of liars. And I think that's what this did. This brought out the evil, the darkness of Chad Gable in beating down Bo Dallas and Uncle Howdy, who was laughing the whole time. A lovely little throwback, of course, to Bray's last feud where he was laughing as LA Knight beating him down. And of course, there was another sort of bit which when Bo Dallas was enjoying the beatdown, which I thought was really, really well done, as Bo, of course, again, sort of channeling his inner Bray Wyatt there with the laughter and the tributes to Brody, of course, carrying on from Rowan's earlier interview. Not only that, of course, the Wyatt Sicks came down, the Creed brothers cleared house. They left alongside Chad Gable, and of course, there you see the Wyatt Sicks surrounding Bo Dallas, saving him from any further beatdown. Of course, Bo very happy to have his family together. I thought this was a lovely, lovely end to this segment, and a great sort of return to Bo Dallas for Bo Dallas on TV. Bo, of course, looking increasingly like his brother there as well. The tribute with the arms outstretched, the fireflies everywhere. It does remind greatly of Bray Wyatt, and beautifully done, I thought, once again, from the tape being delivered to McAfee, which I thought was a nice touch because it was different to what we'd seen the previous weeks with the tape being delivered to Cole, to then that beautiful emotional interview from Erick Rowan. We're seeing Erick Rowan in the spotlight. We're seeing the Wyatt Sicks in the spotlight. I don't think necessarily that we get Bo Dallas or Uncle Howdy versus Chad Gable. I think we get the Wyatt Sicks. I think we get, Rowan or Gacy, Loomis, and maybe even Nikki Cross in some form, at SummerSlam, because it is their spotlight. As we indicated, this is not necessarily just about Bo Dallas, not necessarily just about Uncle Howdy. This is about him giving them a home, him giving them a platform, the forgotten ones, going back to Rowan's heartbreaking comment earlier. Who would remember Rowan? Well, they will remember him now. They will remember him being a part of this faction. And that is the idea, a platform for these forgotten ones, Cross, Gacy, Loomis, Rowan, and lesser so, I think, Howdy and Bo, because obviously Howdy had the original rub from Bray Wyatt. So I think this is actually about, and will continue to be about, the Wyatt Six members led by and facilitated by Bo and Uncle Howdy. So again, I'm pitching for a group match, 6-man or 8-man tag at SummerSlam with the Creed brothers and Chad Gable versus the Wyatt Sicks. Although I would not be against a Bo Dallas singles match down the line, or even an Uncle Howdy match, or even both, because of course you can have, like we saw with Bray, the Funhouse Bray and the Fiend, you can have Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas. So yes, very, very exciting times here with the Wyatt Sicks officially, technically debuting in the ring on Monday Night Raw, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. What a beautiful finishing moment there. I personally thought the Pat McAfee delivery was the right choice, again, sort of mixing it up and also hinting at a potential future feud, maybe between Bo and Pat McAfee, who is, of course, great in the ring. But again, a nice little different way to spin this, having the tapes delivered to McAfee on the Pat McAfee show rather than Cole, which we'd seen repeatedly. The same with having Rowan. I thought that was fantastic. Just having Rowan, have his moment in the sun was brilliant, because he deserved it. He is a great talent in his own right and had been perhaps forgotten, released, but then now having a platform is great. And of course, seeing Bo return to TV for the first time in a very long time, a few years, was another highlight. He looks great. Again, I think we're going to see more bells and whistles in future, Wyatt Sicks and Uncle Howdy entrances, but this was stripped back. This was, the idea is that it will invoke the ire of the Wyatt Sicks, and it can eventually lead to a match. We'll see the bells and whistles, the fireflies, I'm sure, and Uncle Howdy at SummerSlam potentially. But now we saw stripped back Bo looking good, looking intense, and of course that beatdown now potentially leading to a Wyatt Sicks feud with the new Alpha Academy, the Creed brothers and Chad Gable at SummerSlam. Very, very exciting times, guys. Once again, great work by WWE, great work by Rob V, Jason Baker, everybody involved, from the masks to the writing. All of this stuff has been fantastic. WWE is on fire right now with those earlier storylines that I alluded to. So, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this and you had a wonderful sort of time watching Raw, and you're still buzzing off it, because that's what I hope for you. Like I say, I think it was done very, very well, very, very well. And I will see you guys next week for post-Raw stuff, if not before, because I'm sure there'll be some social media bits. Of course, that's what we did a video on last night. So there'll probably be some social media bits, meaning that I'll be back at some point soon with some more Wyatt Sicks goodness for you guys. But yes, thank you all so much for your time. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting the Wyatt Sicks. Thank you for supporting WWE. Give me a whole year. All that good stuff. We love you. And we will see you again next time. All right. Bye.